Hey there, beautiful souls. Jess, Intuitive Angel Healer, here with your Grounded. Thank you so much for joining my TikTok live this morning. How is everybody doing this morning? Jump in and tell me where you're from and say good morning. I'm jumping on here a little bit more consistently here in the mornings. Good morning, toaster strudels. That brings back an awesome childhood memory. Toaster strudels are the best. Strawberry cream cheese toaster strudels are the best. Karen, good morning. Good morning, Jax. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? We'll show you some love. I love this one. Show me some love back. I'm showing you guys some. I love it. Jasmine, good morning. Sending love and light to all of you beautiful souls this morning. How are you doing this morning? You got to get the vibe going before we get the messages going, right? Because you're talking to the angels, and see, the angels are even agreeing with me. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Football auntie, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody's morning going so far? We're on Wednesday. Good morning, Lawrence, and I'm Des. Good morning. Thank you for all the likes. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on over here? I have 432 hertz in the background. It's Tibetan bowls of plenty, and these are what I talk about when I talk about meditations. You have to attract your abundance. You got to put yourself in the mind state of it. You got to put your body in the feeling of it. And music helps shake out all that negative junk that you have in you. Because a lot of people, the biggest thing why they can't heal is because all of this attached anger, hate, resentment, any low vibe energy that's negative that's attached onto you ends up being controlling and manipulative, and you end up succumbing to it at some point. And it's okay to admit that, because we've all been there. You know, if you're a survivor, you've had to face that little thing, but it wasn't because you were weak, because once you got the tools, you found out you weren't weak. You found you can endure some things that you didn't even know was possible for you to endure. So know that even when hope seems gone and all the lights seem like they're shutting down, know if you're still living and breathing, you still have angels and you still have a creator out there watching over you and helping you. But free will, you have to accept their help. And most of us that aren't on a spiritual awakening don't want to accept that, because we think there's ultra intentions behind it. But when you start working with spirit, it's the best, because you don't have to worry about ultra intentions. It's pretty black and white. You know what you're working with. Energy is a lot easier to deal with and read than some humans, because energy doesn't lie at all. And you can tell that. Have you ever had some just person with not good intentions walk in the room? You could just feel it on them. That's energy. That is the energy. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, we're going to get into some angel messages. Archangel messages, to be exact, and this is from Doreen Virtue. This is my first deck that I started with. She doesn't make cards anymore because, the obvious. But it doesn't matter because I'm here to prove to you her cards are just as good. It's the intentions of the user. Because remember, these are just tools. And I use my cards, just so you guys know, because for one, I'm a Pisces, and if the hair didn't give it away, I am a Pisces, and I need visuals when I do my thing, when I'm learning, because if I don't have visuals, it just goes, because I tell myself I'm going to remember all this. Yeah, right. I'm not going to remember none of it. So, good morning, everybody. Say good morning. But anywho, know that when you're a spiritual person, it's not about just these are cardboard pieces of paper. I am the user of it, and that's why when you go to different readers, we all have different perspective, because we end up putting our personality into it, but ultimately we are the vessel for the message. So everybody's got their own different way of doing stuff, but I like to do fun. And I like to use these. So if you ever wonder why people use oracle cards, that's why. It's not really for me mostly. It is for y'all, because me showing you a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Me showing you a picture versus me just telling you all this stuff. I don't know, pictures stay in my mind a lot more. These 3 cards fell out. I'm excited because this is the first one that came out. Somebody, hello Brit Brat, how are you? Unforgotten Roots, how are you? Somebody claimed this message. This is awesome. Archangel Chamiel, also the Archangel of Unconditional Love, is here. This is the Archangel you're going to work with if you're doing a career transition. If you're trying to find your soul purpose, or you're ready to level up and you're ready to accept positions and jobs, and maybe not just a job, but an actual, you're ready to step up and do your thing, and you're ready to not listen to everyone's opinion. You're just ready to listen to your own. The red on here is very significant to your root chakra. This is all about fight or flight. Okay, when your root chakra is unbalanced, that's where the fight or flight comes in. That's where the unsafeness comes in. That's the, oh dear, what's going to happen to me? You can't think past this moment. You're thinking, man, my life's never going to get better because it only brings in bad. And that's where you get in that unbalance of it. So that's your root chakra. Okay, your root chakra is where your sacrum where your sacrum is. It's early, and your bum, you're sitting on it. That's your root. Okay, so when your root is feeling unbalanced, it's very important to connect with earth. Put your earth cord back into Mother Nature ultimately. And hold on, I gotta fix this because it's ultimately, you need to sit and you need to stop worrying so much about material possessions and get your focus back on more of feeling safe again, because your stuff's always going to come to feel safe. But you have to make choices to get out of unhealthy situations, including work situations that are no longer good for you. For example, I was a CNA for many years, and I would have continued to be a CNA, but it's a very toxic scene. And if you are a CNA out there, you understand it's rough to be a CNA. I was CNA for almost 5 years. I did it with my medical assistant, but I went to school to be a medical assistant specifically because of my CNA, because they just ain't right. The nursing homes just ain't right that I worked at. And I was like, I'm good. I need to work in some doctor's offices. And that's why I went to become a medical assistant. So this is your confirmation in the next 4 months. Look out for a career transition. So this could happen as early as like November. I'm hearing as early as November. Could be sooner, you know, choices come, but I'm hearing, and specifically in November, there's going to be a career transition. So you guys need to really start working with Archangel Chamiel if that resonates with you. And also relationship harmony and clairvoyance came out. Archangel Razial, we angels are opening Razial, Raguel. That is the Archangel of Relationships. Oh yeah, that's fun. Can I do that? How did I do that one? Yeah, Archangel of Relationships is so if you're having any personal conflicts, maybe even with your baby daddy or, you know, your mother-in-law, something like that, your mom, toxic family, no, Archangel Razial is around you, helping to protect you and helping to get everybody united. So it's really important to speak your truth, stand in your truth and have courage and speak what's on your mind. Those that mind that don't matter and those that matter don't mind. Dr. Seuss. Way too early to be entertaining demons. I don't understand. Okie dokie. That's what you get when you're not paying attention. That's what I'm struggling with. Unforgotten Roots was a CNA, took after my mom. She passed and I let everything go. Thinking about going back to being a CNA. I would suggest if you look into medical assistant, because that's where you get into the doctor's offices and that's where you don't have to change people's depends. Because for me, I changed enough depends in my life. I was ready. I was really excited when I got to do, well, I worked in infectious disease for 4 years. So I ended up, I read a lot of labs, so I didn't end up doing lab draws and stuff. But if you have that medical mind, go see what you're obviously a caregiver if you're a CNA. That's the first thing. You could even be a tech, and it depends on, you know, how much you want to put into it. But an X-ray tech is extremely good money, and it's really not that hard to get certified. You do have to take a test, and it does take some stuff, but be a tech, you can be a phlebotomist. I'm not good at drawing blood. I've tried to draw blood. I'm good at giving shots. I've given a lot of testosterone shots, a lot of different kinds of flu shots and all kinds of stuff like that. But I'm just not good at drawing blood. And it's because when I came out of school, when you work in medicine, private practices and stuff, they send out for the lab, so there's no need to draw blood. Definitely, I'm feeling a career transition though, and there's a relationship harmony, and then the clairvoyance, which goes with this, which says Archangel Razial, that's the Archangel of psychic vision. And you can see all the chakras on his staff right here. This is the Archangel that's trying to help you connect back with your psychic vision. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And so I feel like for some of you out there, this relationship harmony message could come with about, you know, your home life and stuff pertaining to people you know, but it also pertains to your work life. And I feel like some people are in toxic work situations and you're getting little visions of things that you need to go do, and you're maybe writing them off coincidence or just wishful thinking. And the angels really want you to know that it's really important for you to, if you want change now, because you don't have to. If you want to just stay where you are, that's cool too. But if you want change, you really need to focus. You really got to focus here on following the guidance from your angels. And when you get a nudge, you get an intuitive nudge, or you get somebody, you get something that says, hey, go forward with this. That's when you need to take a chance, take a leap of faith, angels are saying. So I don't know what's going on here, but hold on one second. We're going to put on... Nope. Not doing all that. There we go. We'll have some stars around. So, but definitely, go. There's no, you can even be a caregiver. You can just, there is jobs on Indeed. You can be a caregiver to people who have disabilities at their house. This message came out again. Pay attention to the intuitive nudges that you're getting. You're getting something, repetitive thought, and you really need to pay attention to this when you get it. Whew. Hold on one second, guys, okay? All right, my friends. Sorry about that. So, all right. So yes, definitely Archangel Razial is here making a second appearance. This just fell out again. So Archangel Razial wants you to know it's really important that he's helping you awaken your spiritual sight fully, so you can see that your angels are around you and you can start seeing your heavenly love. And I do individual readings and intuitive guidance sessions. I'm running a special 3, if you want mentoring on how to connect with your angels. I'm doing 3 mentoring sessions for only $100, which is pretty awesome, because I usually do an hour of my intuitive coaching or mentoring sessions for, if you're awakening your spiritual gifts and starting on your spiritual awakening. I do that too, and usually it's like $65 an hour, so I'm doing 3 sessions, which is an hour session each week for it's almost like a buy 2 get 1 free kind of deal here, but I'm doing 3 sessions for $100. So if you're interested, send me a message. I'm going to be putting it up on my TikTok and my Instagram later, and my YouTube. So definitely I'm going to be getting more content on my YouTube. So I hope you guys will join me to start seeing my new series that I've got coming out. It's exciting. So Archangel Sam Dolphin is also here. Archangel Sam Dolphin is the Archangel of music. And if you listen in the background, I have the Tibetan bowls in the background, and it's at 432 hertz, and that's attracts money and love. So I got it in the background for you guys. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but this is the kind of music that Archangel Sam Dolphin likes to listen to, and he likes to vibe with you. So if you're having a rough day and you want to help change your vibe, check with Archangel Sam Dolphin, which his brother is Archangel Metatron. They're the two, I think they're the only angels that are brothers. They're like the two largest angels. But they say music soothes the savage beast. So instead of being upset and laying in your bed and wallowing, because that's okay if you do it, at some point you have to just, eat those bonbons and lay in your bed. But you have to get up at some point too. You don't have to, but that's not why we go through our lessons, is to just sit in there. So know that you go through your lessons, get them out of the way, and then, but you got to get back up. You can't just stay down forever. You can't let your lesson take you over. You are made of fairy dust and stardust, and you are way more awesome than that. So, hello, Maggie. I will get a card for you. No problem. Let's see what message. We'll get you one out of the Angel Wisdom Oracle deck. I like this one. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Hold on, I'm going to draw a card in just a second, guys. Okay, Maggie. It fell out, literally. Here's two. We were just talking about music. This is the one that just fell out. Believe in yourself. This is an awesome one. This is about peacock feathers, which I was talking about the other day. And look it up on the internet. It's very interesting. Peacock feathers are all about believing in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. One is it belongs to the gods in is it Hinduism, and it's all about beauty, grace, and protection. It's known as the bird with 1,000 eyes. And you see that seashell right there? That's really important. That's about connecting with your feminine side and actually uncoiling yourself. And look up the meaning for nautilus seashell, because that is relevant to your life right now. Because I could go on and on about it, but I'm gonna keep it moving. But nautilus seashells, obviously, if you're by the sea, which I feel like that could possibly be, definitely go sit by the beach and meditate and reflect on the good stuff. Write down 5 things that are good that you like about yourself. Okay, because beauty's only skin deep. And just like my hair, obviously there's things that we can get put on us that make us feel beautiful. So find your beautiful self and have confidence in yourself. Stop the bad self-talk is what I'm hearing. You beat yourself up too much because of people's opinions. Opinions are like, what? Everybody's got one. Believe in yourself, the rest will come. And look at that. One more thing that I wanted to show you is this purple amethyst. I'm seeing a purple amethyst there. That is definitely that will help you with your emotions. That'll help you to release the negative emotions you're holding about yourself. And this was going with Archangel Sam Dolphin. Archangel Gabriel is not only the archangel of communication, but it's also the archangel of creativity. And so if you are, if you're an artist or a creative, like obviously a TikToker here, you make all these fun music videos. Guess who's with you? Archangel Gabriel. And she's with you right now to help you believe in yourself and your creative endeavors. So if you do happen to play an instrument in music, this is your confirmation that even if people are doubting you or saying you're not going to make enough money, that they want you to keep going and play the music of your soul is what I'm hearing. And if you look, there's a compass behind her. Okay, and that's purple, which purple is the color of compassion, mercy, and spirit. Okay, and the yellow is about enlightenment and integrity. And if you see, there's different northwest, south, east. That's a compass, right? They're saying moral compass, and they're also saying let your soul be the compass. So connect with your musical side and let that be the compass to where you go. Like, stop boxing yourself in. I'm seeing a lot of purple because you need to have compassion with yourself and not beat yourself up. So, and one last thing they want to let you know is that a surprise is on the horizon. Expect a nice surprise. So definitely take chances. Obviously, if they're illegal or you obviously just know they're bad choices, then yeah, probably don't take the low vibe ones, but take a chance on things. Stop making up reasons why you can't do something. If you need to do a side hustle to get your money, who cares? Who cares what people are going to say or their opinions? Because that doesn't matter because it doesn't pay my bills. So if you know how to play an instrument, especially a violin, I'm going to put this video I did up. I turned on my live yesterday real quick. And the lady got a little spooked, so she stopped playing, I guess, because I was just, my anxiety was high yesterday. So I was trying to, and there was a language barrier there too. So, but I got a couple moments of her playing her violin in the parking lot, and I did it because her guy had that's an awesome way to earn your pay. Like, if that's better than just sitting there holding a sign saying, give me. I'm actually going to give you beautiful music. And she was really awesome at it, but she looked tired and she didn't understand what I was saying. So she kind of just stopped. But I got a really cool moment of getting to, that's a new thing. People are just showing up in parking lots with violins. If I could play the violin, let me tell you, I'd be out there. But I'm working on getting myself a flute because when I was in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I played the flute. I was very good at playing the flute, and it was the one thing that I validated myself with. The only reason why I didn't carry on is because, see, this is how you can ruin somebody's role with what they're doing. Is when I was going to go in high school, they told me the only way that you can be in the band was if jazz band was the only one. It was either marching band or jazz band. Marching band literally had to show up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay, no 9th grader wants to get up at 6 a.m. or had to be there at 6 a.m. So you had to get up at like 5. And then you had to be at school at 6 a.m. And I was like, that's not going to work. And then if you wanted to be in the regular band, it had to be jazz band. And obviously a jazz band doesn't include the flute. Or at least ours didn't. So I just said bon voyage, but I did my first solo in middle school. And, if you have kids, I encourage you to put them in some kind of music program because it gives you confidence at a young age to stand in front of a group of people. That's what my mom did do for me. That's probably why I can sit here and talk to you with this on, because I did do theater at a very young age. I was in an ice skating Christmas show, okay? And I remember putting on my mom's mom sweater the ugly Christmas sweaters, you know, with the kitty cats and the Christmas trees, and some red spandex, because I was an 80s child. And going out in a whole auditorium and ice skating and doing my little twirl and stuff like that. So I remember memories like this. And ultimately, I always tell people that helps your kids' confidence. The more activities you can get them in front of. So if they're introduced to it at a young age, ultimately, when you get to be older, you're like, I've been doing this. I've been in front of people. It doesn't bother me. But when you haven't been, you kind of are like, but then, you know, you could go through a lot of trauma and then I used to love being around people. And then so many people were low vibe that I was like, why you gotta ruin my fun of being around people? And I still don't let it spoil it because I still try to find new people to hang around. But I've just, people have proven to me, like, takes all kinds. Definitely let me know how this message, how do you feel about this message there, Jacqueline? I definitely feel Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is also the Archangel of communication. We're about to go into retrograde, Mercury Retrograde on the 9th. So like 2 more days, Mercury Retrograde. Mercury is the planet of communication. So in retrograde happens, it looks like the planet's spinning backwards. And you get that pull, like it's pulling everything backwards. So what it ends up ultimately doing is pulling up that energy from the past, and it's starting to surface. And it's telling your body, hey, there's no more pushing this down. We're going to face this stuff, because if we don't face this, we're going to get sick. And so for those that cry like a baby and let it all out and do their spiritual baths and whatever, those people... we usually get through it okay. And then you come out a brand new person and you have this transformation. But if you are the person that fights against it and you still don't want to let the feelings flow and you keep pushing it down, then it makes it harder. And then arguments, communication mishaps and conflicts are very big and during Mercury retrograde, because the words don't come out right. It's like the Tower of Babel for a month. Okay, and then also you have issues with your electronics that go along with that, because that's part of communication, right? So I always tell people these things not to scare you, or it's to prepare you. So if you know it's happening, because it's going to happen, it's the environment of the astral realms, or you know, the 3D realm here. You can't fight it. It's what happens. That's why astrology is very interesting to learn. But I always say, let me know what I'm walking into. Let me know what's going on here, and I will be so much better. But don't blindside me. But you can do a lot of good things. A lot of healing is good. Don't do new things. Mercury retrograde is not the time to do new things. It's time to tie up old things. Get rid of those old habits, those old patterns that no longer serve you, those people that no longer serve you. And this is really cool. Archangel Michael is stepping in here. Michael provides protection and strength. He's the head archangel. He's the warrior archangel that comes and helps you feel that courage. He also provides protection with his sword, and he cuts those cords to all the energy vampires around you, or those that have bad intentions. So when you're feel like you're drained and or people are shooting evil eyes or whatever at you, you can connect with Archangel Michael. This is my archangel that pumps me up to get me in warrior mode, and this is when I'm listening to like some Eve or something to get my mind in warrior mode. It's Mary J. Blige. Love some Mary J. Blige. I'm getting ready to go rock it and some pink. Yeah, I'm putting some pink on there too because we're doing it. I'm hearing the da 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 da. So what? I'm still a rock star. Da 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 da. And you're a tool. So, all right, my friends. This is really big for somebody out there. I'm actually just giving messages right now if you want a personalized reading. So if you'd like a message, I can give you one. But if you would like a specific personalized reading, you can book them through my link on my bio. I do them for $44 an hour right now. And I also do more intuitive coaching and stuff like that. But here's a message for you guys out there with prioritizing your schedule. And sometimes we get so overwhelmed with our everyday life and we don't know where to start or stop. So focus on your highest priorities, and Archangel Metatron will help you get organized and motivated. This is also the Archangel of Indigo Children. This Archangel helps protect all the Indigo children out there, which I'm an Indigo child. We're the ones that come out here to make the wrongs right. Kind of like Robin Hood. That's kind of what we do. And then the crystal children are after that. That's my daughter. And they're not as raw as we are. They're more like they got the love inside of them. Their gift is to transfer the love with their hugs and their physical touch and their energy around you. And we come out here because there's so many things, karmic bad things that people have done in the past. That's when Indigo children started showing up around the 50s, and we all know what was happening in America in the 50s. So that's when Indigo children started showing up. Lee Carroll was a psychologist back in the day who could see auras, and she started seeing the indigo aura around this specific group of children that had ADHD or ADD. Just that specific one is just like, whoa, this ain't a coincidence. Why are all these children having this specific aura around? So she named it the Indigo Children, and their specific gift is we're the warrior light workers. That's why we're a little harsher and we're not as angelic, like it's not that we're peaceful warriors, but precaution must be took because we are protectors, and we come down here to because there's different levels in the angelic realm. And that's why when people don't want to work with me, but they want to work with someone else, or maybe I'm saying the same thing as someone else, but they don't listen to me, that's okay, because that shows you different levels of light workers. That's why if you're new into the healing business, you're new into the spiritual thing, or you're newly opening something, don't get frustrated or don't ever get overwhelmed thinking that you're not going to get customers, because you're not really the one bringing your customers in the spiritual biz. In that biz, in this biz, you are getting led by the angels. And your Reiki guide. So say if you're a Reiki person, if you're ready, or if you're an intuitive guide like me, if you're ready to, you've taken care of your stuff, or you've taken care of it to the point where it's not just you're wearing it every day like I was. Now it's managed properly when you're doing all that and you're doing your daily spiritual stuff as a healer. You're going to get this consistent flow. The angels are going to give it to you. But when you're not ready, you can beg and pray. You're not going to get people until they're not going to do that to you. And that's why it becomes such a bumpy ride if you're not feeling good and you try to go do a healing, which is, I'm sure we've all done it. I've done it. at the very beginning, but I really haven't done it too many times because I made a vow at the very beginning. I can't really do it very well. My connection with the angels, if I'm not feeling good, like I'm sick or something like that, I'm just not able to tune into that, and nor, like, I don't know. So and plus I don't think it's fair to someone if I'm not fully 100, if I don't have that love and light to give you, I'm not going to schedule you for an appointment so you can get half love and light and feel kind of icky. And people do that because they want money, but that's why I always tell people my prices are lower, not because I'm hard up for money, it's because I'm trying to make my stuff available to a certain population that have money control issues. When you're in trauma situations, a lot of times you've had people control your money and you're just starting over again. So I like to introduce stuff. Now obviously my value hits my programs, but I have different vessels in my life, different branches of my tree that serve me income. And that's what I offer. I always encourage you guys, don't sit there and think I have to put all this pressure on myself to make this thing work. Whether it's your YouTube, whether it's a new nail business, eyelash business, you're doing Herbalife, you're doing whatever, makeup, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you're doing, if you started a new job, just don't overwhelm yourself. Branch out. Find other things that you can do on the side that you can make a little here or there and save up that money. And that's where you'll start seeing the change. And it's part of self-care. When you start saving money for yourself, it's part of self-care, and it can happen, but you have to, if you're really scrimping and saving, then yes, you're really going to have to, there's something still in there that you can cut out to start off with, or to start off to cut it back enough that you can invest into a small something. There's a lot of things out there in this world that take a very, very small investment. I found a lady that, you can go check it out on my Instagram, Lulu's moon moon shop. She I can't think of the whole thing right now. Anyways, it's on my Instagram because I don't put it on here, but I get she gives me a little something off of, because I'm one of her ambassadors, right? So when you shop with me, it helps support me too, because I get a referral fee for her. So there's so many things out there that you can invest in and do things. Stop putting yourself in a box of, I just have to work at the crappy fast food restaurant down the street. I have to go work at this horrible call center where everybody has an addiction problem and an anger issue. No, we do not have to work, and I have proven it. I've gotten a lot of arguments over the years, even before I became a spiritual person, that was never in my path, and no, I don't have to. You're not going to make me. And I've proven it. Some lady told me that. She's like, because we were talking about getting paid $9 an hour. I said, if it's not paying me at least $10 an hour, I don't want to mess with it. If I have to actually get in a vehicle and go to it, because that's just paying my gas to go there. And she said, when you need a job, and started giving me this 5th degree. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've needed plenty of jobs. And it still makes no sense for me to have to pay for daycare and gas and all this money, and all the money that I'm making is barely enough money to cover my costs for that. And I have nothing that makes no sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yes, you can, Lee. And you have my middle name spelt the exact way. How cool is that? Hi, Keith. How are you? Hi, Brenda. You sure can get a card as well. So this message is coming out for the 3rd time. 3rd time's a charm. Clairvoyance. Archangel Razial wants to just go ahead and cement that one more time, that he's helping to wake up your spiritual sight. So if you're starting to see synchronicities or things or rainbows in weird places, that's him. He's trying to help you wake your brain back up to life. So definitely you need to check in with yourself and him. And there's also another thing. Hold on, I'm going to get your cards, guys. I'm just switching up. There's also another planet in astrology right now. I think it's called Chiron or Chiron. I'm not good at astrology. Chyron. And this planet is in retrograde as well. And this planet has to do with your ancestry and your childhood and that lineage and stuff, and clearing karmic childhood lessons. So that is also on top of the Mercury retrograde, making everything come to the surface. Let it surface up, let it bubble over, let it go, let it flow. Don't hold it in, because I am a Reiki practitioner, level 2, and I will tell you, that that's how you get sick, and that's where you're getting all this disease. And so, Lee, here is a message. These two fell out for you, and I'm going to get to you, Brenda. I went backwards. So, vacation and peace of mind. And there's a great big macaw here, and he's a red bird. And this is a yellow also, because you need to have that. First of all, you need to know that you deserve this vacation, and you don't need to run yourself ragged, and you don't need to beat yourself up for all the things that are going on right now. Get a clear mind and connect with spirit. And they're definitely saying a vacation will be beneficial for you, because you've got a lot of things going on in your mind, and they want you to repeat this affirmation. I give myself permission to regularly rest and relax, knowing that being very revitalized, I am happier and more productive. So this is really about burning your candle at both ends. You're not going to do anything more quickly that way. Have peace of mind that if you give yourself a break and you don't, you take the day off and you don't work yourself to death, if you're going to get much better results than that. So if you, and taking a vacation, you don't have to say, I can't take a vacation because I don't have money because I can't go to the Bahamas. You can take a vacation by taking yourself, literally I'm hearing on the side of a hill and taking a picnic and having a lunch and meditating with spirit and getting connected with nature. You can have a 3-day weekend. You can have a 1-day spa day by yourself with your friends. Do something that makes yourself feel good, but know that you also deserve this too. So, and angels are saying, think of a vacation as an investment in yourself and the future, because all living things need rest in order to be productive. Remember, we only have a certain amount of energy put to us for the amount 24 hours of the day. So if you put too much energy into one thing, know that you're taking away energy for another thing. And this is going to go wrap up your message about, and I was just talking about financial flow. Know that you attract, you don't chase, and you stand in the flow. See all those angels? That's a flow. And if you look really close, that's pink, blue, and green. So pink is about love, green is about prosperity and abundance, and blue is about courage, strength, and truth. So stand in the flow of the financial flow and stop affirming that it's not going to come to you, but rather affirm that money is coming to me in all kinds of different ways that I'm not aware of yet, but I soon will be. Angels or fairies are also confirming that you have manifested a new sense of abundance in your life, and any financial blocks have successfully been removed. And you're about to have an increased prosperity. So this is another affirmation you can write down. I am financially secure. I am supported abundantly today and every day in my future. And so it is. So thank you, angels. So that is an awesome thing. So check it out. Like, I'm definitely feeling a vacay. Let me know how it works out, or if that's just a confirmation for you. And that's really fun because you literally have my middle name, and angels are funny. They keep yesterday I was watching a movie and it just kept saying Hazel, Hurricane Hazel. And that's my best friend's mom that passed away in like 2008 or 2012, excuse me. And and it just kept saying Hurricane Hazel. That's her in spirit coming and visiting. And so I met another, my Michelle here has my same birthday with my same sign, zodiac, on my rising sun and moon. And then you have my middle name, and I've met, I love your middle name too, Leigh, yeah, Lee. And my parents were, my dad, like, I don't know, he named me Jesse, Jesse, right? That's a boy name, because he wanted a boy, and because I was born in Texas, and in Texas, they want, that's why I came out so manly. I feel like I've got that, I connected more with my masculine, because it's like the boy named Sue. Why'd you name me Sue? That's a terrible name. Well, he named me Jesse Lee. And when you move out of Texas into Albuquerque, New Mexico at 9 years old, do you know how many jokes? And my last name's Campbell. Yeah, I'm the soup girl. I love it. So, hello, Sekme. So Liliana, hello, how are you? You're welcome, Lee. So let's go back to, we'll go back to Brenda here. What message do you have for Brenda? Whoa. I just pulled out the same exact message. Can I get a whoa? Holy potatoes. Holy potatoes. That's crazy. You got the same exact message, Brenda, that I was just saying. And yeah, whoa is right, because when I'm sitting here with my cards, this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm just sitting here going like this, because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like an OCD thing, and cards start falling out. But check it out. I pulled out another one. This one fell out when I was doing this, and this also came out. But that's crazy, right? Like, whoa. I trip myself out every time. Hi, Gracie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all the new likes and followers, and thank you, guys. So definitely this goes all together, too. Yours is about having peace of mind. Yours is definitely about you need to take a vacation. You need to take time off, and this is your permission right here. You are given permission today to stop overwhelming yourself and move forward fearlessly. And see that rainbow? You need to kick up your heels. You need to enjoy the moment. Problems are always going to be there because they're lessons for us to learn. So once you start learning that they're never going to go away, because life would be boring if it was just perfect all the time. That's why it's not perfect. But sometimes it's like we need a break from all those fun little life learning lessons. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I've had enough leveling up for a moment. Can I take a month off? Can I at least have a day off? I'm good. No more lessons today. I am good. So move forward fearlessly. Definitely keep yourself balanced and grounded, and keep in touch with your angels too. And it says you are making big breakthroughs in your life by putting your divinely inspired ideas into action. Trust that you are guided each step of the way. So you just need to know it will happen for you if it's supposed to happen. You need to move forward fearlessly and listen to your heart. It's your guiding compass. Don't listen to the opinions of others. Most of those of the naysayers are there simply so you don't become better than them, so they don't have to work. Have you ever been at work and you're the person who is at work, so you work and you actually do stuff, and you get that group of people that start hating on you because when you show up to work you make them go to work? Same concept here. So do your thing. Do what makes you feel good. Don't lay out the rest of your life or this moment in your life and compare yourself to what everybody else is doing. Do what makes you happy. And if things aren't making you happy, start taking small steps to dismantle the things that no longer serve you your highest good. So thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate it, guys. Here is your affirmation. I move forward fearlessly, trusting that each step I take is perfectly guided. So if you see the purple here, this is mercy, compassion, and spirit. That's what purple represents. Connect with your angels and know that they're going to lead it like little breadcrumbs of what you need to know next. But you can't jump in front of your angels, and like sometimes we get too attached to an outcome. We're trying to silver line our requests, so we pray for help, but then we tell spirit how to do it, and it doesn't work that way. You got to detach. You got to have the faith that you asked for it, and if it's for your highest good and you truly know it's for your highest good, it's going to come. But is winning the lottery for our highest good at the end of the day? Really, is it? Like, you have to prepare. If you're going to be a millionaire instantly overnight, they're a billionaire, you're going to have to do things to get your mind prepared to have that amount of money. I always tell people, we're so worried about, I want money, I want this, I want that. Why don't we, and so that's the second part of the manifestation, law of attraction, ask, believe, receive. Well, when you're believing it, that's where it comes in, that you're supposed to have that experience of feeling rich. So what are things that make you rich besides just having money? Because you got to look past the material possessions of things, the physical things. It's about etiquette. Rich people don't cuss, okay? And I've tried to talk to people that I've worked with out here, and I can tell when I'm working with someone who's really not open-minded and really thinking to the higher picture, because you can cuss, but ultimately you're cutting off the group of people that you're reaching by like almost half, at least a fourth of it. Because if somebody who just consistently fills their sentences with curse words, a lot of times is connected to your emotional intelligence, and there's so many words in the English dictionary and other languages that we don't even embrace or know anymore. And we also put ourselves in this dialect of it's cool to just say one thing or the other, but in the end, when you say low vibrational words, society fights with this because it's cool, but it actually ends up being toxic. And when you're speaking all these bad things out into the universe, like attracts like, and thoughts are things. So if you're saying bad things, guess what? Those bad things come back to you. So you get back what you give out. And that's why I personally, it's called, my customer service voice. There's nothing wrong with it. And that's the unfortunate ceiling that a lot of people in poverty or people who aren't taught this knowledge, because nobody wanted them to be successful maybe in their environment. But I know the secret to success. I've met millionaires. I've hung out and ate dinner with them. It's not that big of a deal, you know what I mean? because they're people to me. I've hung out with really people in slums. I don't care. I hang out with everybody. But I also like to see people struggle, and I also know that you can become rich by a mindset. Being rich in your soul is going to get you somewhere faster. And the devil also likes shallow. So if you are so connected to material, you're going to have a lot more of the devil hanging around, tempting you into desire. Because if it's shallow and temporary, guess what? It's going to leave you as quickly as it came. But if you work with the angels and the light, and it may take a little bit longer, and you might have to do a few more things, but hard work pays off, I promise. And it won't be taken from you, because whatever is meant for you in the universe will always be there for you. And this literally, I'm going to get to you guys in just a second, but this literally popped into my mind too. And I just heard this earlier. How do you know if somebody is sent to you by God, by the Creator, by the love and light of your angels? You'll know because he will always tell you, who's coming into your life for good, like who he's sending you and stuff. If you didn't call on this person and they pop up, be very cautious, because that probably wasn't sent by the love and light. It was probably sent as a distraction from the darkness, because there's always a test. You always got to have a test first. Always got to have a test first. All right, let's see. So I hope that that message, tell me how you like that message, Brenda. Jennifer Love, let's see what message we have for you. Positive expectations. And she's wrapped up in roses there. That is pretty awesome, because I'm seeing that that's going to have, you're going to have a positive outcome. And I'm seeing this message of detoxification. Angels are saying, as long as you connect with your beauty and grace and know, set up your boundaries, because there's thorns on a rose for a reason. It protects its beauty. Definitely detox yourself of negative, toxic people that are out there. And if you can take an Epsom salt bath, that would extremely help, or go in the ocean. But you really need to cleanse yourself of all this negative energy that you've picked up from other people, because the angels are saying, like I was just saying, if you put positive thoughts into it and you expect it to come to you, it's going to happen. But if you put naysaying energy into it, guess what? If you say you can't and it won't happen, you just got your answer, right? So you got to have those positive expectations, and also have the faith that if it doesn't happen, it wasn't meant for your highest good. And therefore, it's either not the right time, and it's not going to happen right now, and it may happen later. But know that divine timing is never wrong, and you got to have faith in the process that your angels are going to bring what's best for you, not what's best for your ego. Really important here too, environmental awareness. And for any creepos that are watching, my hawk is watching you, okay? And y'all, any of my females out there who have been having a bunch of weirdos, lately the new trend is to come in here and pretend you want to be mentored by me. And I got reamed a long time ago because I don't want to mentor men, because I have tried a lot to mentor guys, and I mentor a select few because they have manipulated and came in like a narcissist, and then like a week into it, it's not that and then they make me feel dumb again. Like, I literally just fell for this again. And it's not because I'm hard up, it's because they tell me such a sad sob story that they want to heal and yak. And I fall for it every time. because I'm an empath, and I probably will every time for all of you that come to me with bad intentions. I will probably fall for it at first. It doesn't make me stupid. Doesn't make any of y'all stupid. But what matters, because I always say it's their karma, it's my karma. When I find out awareness to what's going on, then it's my karma of what I do with it. It's their karma of what they did to me, and it's your karma of what you do with it when you become aware of it. So if you did not become aware of it at first, don't beat yourself up. We're only human and we're here to make mistakes. But if you see this little guy out here, I had a hawk cruise by I'm showing you this because every time I've seen a hawk, if I'm talking to you and a hawk shows up, we probably aren't talking anymore. You know why? Because this little guy shows me that your intentions are probably not the best for me. And hawk is my spirit guide. That new whatchamacallit, the new filter, what's your spirit animal? Hawk kept coming up for me. Because this bad boy comes in here and he's like, and what comes in your mind when you see a hawk? What's the first thing? Predator. Because hawks fly and they circle. And then he started circling. He didn't only cruise by and wink at me. Then he started cruising around my backyard in a circle. And I was like, holy cow, man. So if this comes up, that is like, hey, be on alert. Someone is a mole. They have bad intentions. Run away. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Go the other way. If you see hawks, I am not kidding you. They also are connected to witches, which is fine because black cats are connected to witches. But when I see this is usually connected to a witch with bad intentions for me. Yeah? When you're spiritual, don't lie to spiritual people and don't come up with bad intentions, because I will tell you guys, I don't even put my mind into even trying to figure things out. I let stuff go, and all of a sudden, spirit will just inundate me with messages. And if I don't, confront what's going on here, it'll make me almost go crazy. I can't even watch TikTok because it'll just be like, hey, remember that conversation you're supposed to have? Yeah. Still needs to be had. Empath problems. Woo! New location, new opportunity. Somebody out there claim this, because this is, if you've been needing a new change, we're going through a full moon, a Mercury retrograde, and the planet. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate it. We're also going through all of this planet retrograde too with Chiron, I think it is. So your new opportunities are coming. You need to manifest them. Go through that open door. The light at the end of the tunnel is coming. Let's see what the new opportunity is pertaining to. Let's see. Thank you so much for the roses, Linda. I appreciate it. Hold on, guys. I'm going to grab this real quick so everything's falling. Thank you so much for the roses. You guys are awesome. And there's 11 people in here. That's awesome. So let's see what this new opportunity is. School for, so it's a new learning opportunity. What else do we got here? We got love and light, and we have sensitivity. So the answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So for new opportunities, thank you guys so much for the roses. You guys are fantastic. Thank you. If you guys are looking for new opportunities, know that you need to know, for a lot of you, your spiritual side is starting to come up. You're needing to start walking in your love and light path. Your purpose is to bring divine healing and love and light to this world. So you are confirmed to be an earth angel, an empath. But you need to go get the knowledge, And you don't have to go to a regular school, that you don't have to go to be a life coach. You do not need to go pay $10,000, okay? You can go on Udemy, UDEMY.com. It is an online school, and I'm getting my online school going too. I'm about to get this course published. You can get courses on there for under $200. Even they have ones for like $10. And you can learn whatever you'd like to learn, not just spiritual stuff. You can learn business stuff. You can learn how to be an accountant. Whatever it is, get that knowledge so you can start living your soul purpose and you can start healing people. If you want to, I hear some of you need to be a Reiki practitioner out there. And I'm hearing energy healing really heavily out there for some of you. So this takes you getting Reiki attuned. The process with getting Reiki attuned is you can take the class in a weekend. Now, if you want to be a Reiki master, that's a different thing. That's going to take maybe a year or something, because you're going to have to really sit with it and learn it. Could even take a little bit longer. But if you want to start it, you can get Reiki certified within a weekend, a 2-day course, 1-day course. Or you can even go online. But the reason why people want to go, and I like going in person, is because of the whole meditation they did when she did this. It opened up my auric field so I could start connecting with my angels better. So she basically plugged me back into the spiritual grid. That's what Reiki attunement does. And even if you don't decide to follow that as, your business, you can use Reiki on yourself, and you have that gift for the rest of your life. So even if you decide to do a fun girls weekend, this is not something you're obligated to have to open up a practice with. You can simply use it on yourself, and you don't, and it's with you forever. It's never going to go away. And it's pretty cool, because once you start learning the benefits of Reiki, you'll understand why it's not talked about as much, because they don't want you to know how to heal yourself. So thank you guys so much for the roses. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys your reading. I appreciate that. That's really cool that you guys gave me all those. I like it. All right. Linda, will I receive any money this year? So let's see what the angels have to say. I have my angel deck of my yes and no. I love this. I'm hearing commodities. Commodities, however that resonates with you, Linda. So will you receive money this year? If you believe, and it's reversed because maybe you're having a tough time right now really trusting that your abundance is coming. And they want you to get more information. So they want you to really start focusing. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it, Hafty. That's awesome. Thank you. Definitely you need to ask, believe, receive, and listen to your intuition. Right there. So I definitely feel like you are going to get some abundance. Let's see what your fairies have to say about it. But you have to believe, because you're blocking it from coming unconsciously. So they're asking you to let go. Fairies are asking you to let go of what no longer serves you. And this is very, very, very blue, because they want you to stand in your courage, strength, and know that you're in control of you and your thoughts, and you're in control of your destiny. But you got to make space for your blessings. And also, this moon is here. You manifest new things in your new abundance in your life with the moon cycles. So definitely the full moon, I believe, is about releasing, and the new moon is about manifesting. So go look up at the moon cycles, and Archangel Chamiel is with you too, to help you find the beauty and grace within yourself, and having the courage to go after what's your abundance is your birthright. So I'm having a tough time. I'm sorry. Yeah. So definitely know that you can change that. It all starts with the thought. And that's why they're asking you to work with the moon cycles and Archangel Haniel to help you. And so let me get back to Talia. Is Adam going to confess his feelings towards me? Let's see. Is Adam going to confess his feelings towards you, Talia? I'm get more information and peaceful resolution and big happy changes. I don't know. I feel like this could be a possibility that he's going to, but you have to have faith in the process and open the heart space too, to allow him to feel comfortable to confess his feelings towards you. Because you can't force someone to do that. Like, that's something that has to come naturally. And you also get more information is about why is he closed off like this. You need to get, and so when you can get this information by having different kinds of talks and conversations and observing when he's talking to you the information and not taking personal the things, but really taking down, oh, this is why my person is emotionally closed off. But it's also about, are they working on it too? So let's see what other message they have. They have two. Rest and relaxation is essential. That's a beautiful mermaid. And Poseidon is very, I don't know if you're a Pisces here, but I feel like there's definitely some water energy here. And dolphins are about joy, relaxation. Poseidon is the king of the ocean. So either you live by an ocean or you're definitely a mermaid and a Pisces. Know that we all have a fundamental need to take a break and consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And I'm seeing two foxes there because foxes are partners. I'm seeing two owls there too. It's about bringing the light to dark. And number 50 is definitely a significant angel number for you today. See that rose right there? And or I saw a rose right there. So there's obviously a red rose. This pair of foxes. Foxes are a little mischievous, and that's the first thing I'm coming up with. I feel like he's like your companion, but I feel like you can definitely let me know how this resonates with you too. Whoa. Let me see something real quick. A couple embraces as they look at a charming cottage. We see the couple from the back, and this indicates you may not have the full picture. However, there is no need to push or control what is unfolding. The candles in the tree branches, bright light, and positive blessings to you. So I definitely feel like what's in the darkness is coming to the light, and strong relationships and love can come from friendship. For lasting love, support those you treasure and be a genuine friend so your relationships are based on affection, common values, and shared respect. Take things slow, and it's important not to rush or have any fears. So take it slow and have faith. If it happens for you, it was meant for you. If it didn't, don't try to hold on to it because it wasn't meant for you. And that's when you're holding on to toxic, unrequited love that's just going to break your heart. So even though it breaks our heart for people to leave us, People are only meant sometimes for a season, okay? But if we try to rush things, and if you rush before divine timing is happening, you're going to have to redo it. That's why I tell people not to do things in retrograde that are new, because you're going to have to ultimately redo it again. So if you want practice, go ahead. But I can guarantee you anything that gets done that's new, like a big house investment, you go get married, something like that during retrograde, the universe will literally undo it and make it chaotic if it wasn't done correctly. Now, if you get married and this was already in the works before retrograde, that's different. But if you decide, it's on the 9th that it happens, so if you decide on the 10th that you're going to go take this brand new job and it wasn't, it's not for your highest good, but you're going to do it anyways, well, you can do whatever you want. That's free will and choice, but we all have consequences for our actions. And we have lessons to our choices. So sometimes we have to accept that we made these choices that created these lessons in our life. And once you can do that, which takes a lot of work, okay, of conditioning the ego to sit down and stop talking. Because the ego always wants to defend. But when you can accept that truth, it's a big pill to swallow, but I'm telling you, liberation, because all good things are wild and free. So, definitely love it. What do you think there? I'm sorry, I all these people, everybody came in. Thank you guys so much. So we're going to do these real quick because there's this whole stream of people. Thank you guys so much for the roses. I appreciate it, everybody. You guys are awesome. So Hafty, will my auntie send me cash if I ask her tomorrow? Angels are saying that could be a possibility. You need to be assertive, so you need to put your pride aside. And if you need something, angels are saying to ask for it. Definitely closed mouths don't get fed. Shelian, about your dream business. Let's see. We'll use the fairy ones. Those are the ones for manifestation. So let's see about your dream business. Trust your intuition. You need to, and this is also coming out, positive expectations. This is a very big message for somebody out there too, confirming your intuition never lies. People lie, but your intuition never lies. And you need to place faith in your angels and yourself, most importantly, to know that there's never any real wrong choices unless they're, obviously bad. But if there's a possibility of you making a mistake and not doing it exactly right, who cares, right? Because you just got better for the next time. So stop being so hard on yourself. And if you're having these ideas, know that they're divinely guided by your angels right now to answer a prayer for you. So if you're ignoring those thoughts and those repetitive synchronicities that you're experiencing, you're ultimately ignoring your angels, and that's why you're not feeling hurt by heaven. Because a lot of us are like, nobody's listening to me. Oh, no. Universe is always listening to you, promise. Are you listening to it back, though? That's why the name of my podcast is Your Angels Are Talking. Are you listening? Because we close off, because humans expect angels and spirit to talk to us or do stuff in a certain way. And when it doesn't fit that, we just totally, boop, not paying attention anymore. So, I hope that helps, Shelian. Hi, Candy. How are you? Shell, does Deb choose me over Brian? Does Deb choose me over Brian? Let's see. Choose a new direction and improve health. So I'm ultimately going to say he does, but your angels are saying that's not a good triangle that you want to be in, because ultimately it's not, you're going to be second best at some point. And you don't want that. So it's your choice, but that's what I'm hearing. And I need to focus on true love. What is love? Because that dragon just kills me every time I see. This comes out a whole bunch, by the way, when I'm doing these. Look for the good in everyone. So I'm definitely feeling like somebody is a little bit of a little harsh on the outside. Number 24 is a significant number for you, as well as an angel. It's an angel number. It's easy to see the faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics of the people in your life. Remember the things that caused you to love them in the first place, and focusing on the love will change and heal the negativity that is there. So, definitely let me know how these are resonating, guys. How you perceive a situation has a lot to do how you feel about it. Be good to people no matter who they are or what role they play in your life. And when you approach relationships with a positive mindset, you reinforce the love in your life. So strive to be supporting and loving and foster the good in others, and return will be tenfold. So that's definitely an awesome message for you there, my friend. And if you guys are enjoying this, please go help support me on my YouTube channel. This is where I'm going to start new series, and definitely more. My lives here are just more chatting and as many messages as I can get out there. But my YouTube channel is going to be more focused readings on like love, manifestations, angels, stuff like that. And you guys are definitely... If you could help me, just go press the subscribe button. The link's in my bio, and help get me over 100 followers there. That would be subscribers, so I can, because I the reason why it's like that and it's so old is because I really never focused on it. But this year I'm not focusing on my Facebook or my Instagram really. I'm focusing on my YouTube and my TikTok. So it really helped me out, guys. I notice I get hidden from a lot of people. And I always notice this: when you're a positive creator out here, you're going to get hidden, because that's the darkness. Darkness doesn't want my message to get out. He doesn't want me to recruit. The darkness doesn't want me to recruit goodness and happiness. They want you to see all the bad. That's why the media, when you watch the news, it just keeps showing you badness. So somebody needs to see this. Be willing to express love to receive love, give love, get love. And it's about giving love to yourself. You see that? That's her inner child right there. Okay, you got to give love to yourself. You got to pour the love into yourself before you can truly love another. You can love people without fully loving yourself. I'm a prime example. I did it for many years, but did I truly give as much energy as I am now? Hold on a second, guys. Angels down, angels down. It's funny. I've noticed over the years, now that my self-love has really got brought up, I can truly provide a heart space that I couldn't provide before, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't provide this heart space, and it was simply because of the fact that I didn't have that love energy in there, period. And I didn't fill up my cup first before I went and helped everyone else's cup. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. All right. I'm trying here. Darn it. Everything's falling. Everything's falling. You can only see around me at this moment. Everything's falling. Craziness. All right, let's get back to some yes or no's here. Rosalind, thank you guys for all the likes, and we're up to almost 5,000. That's awesome. So Rosalind, Miss Perry 444. Rosalind, will Joel reach out to me this September and reconcile? If you believe. So your angels are saying that is a very, very high possibility, but you need to focus on, is it for your highest good? They're coming with this, so listen to your intuition. And so I just said, is this for your highest good? So Yes, he will contact you, but is it for your highest good? And this is coming out really heavily, forgiveness. There's some forgiveness needed to have of the situation, because sometimes when people leave and then they come back, we tend to have tunnel vision and we forget all those things of why we didn't want them in our life in the first place. So, Kimberly, will M reach out this week? Helpful people. They're saying no. And they're saying to talk to your angels about it. And look for a sign. So I feel like this is also not in your highest good, because that's usually when the angels say messages like that and they don't just give a clear yes or no or a confirmation. It's more of, I don't think that would be in your highest good. And you're like, why? And see, that's our ego when you start defending why they're a good person. Well, it's not about them being a good person. It's about them having compatibility with you. Do they have compatibility with you? Are they toxic and you're trying to do something good and they're your toxic little secret? That toxic little secret might be the reason why you are having abundance issues, because you can't let go of your addiction. Because that's part of the darkness trying to recruit you too, is that addiction, manipulation, trying to get you that. That's why the lovers or the devil card is about, it's got them chained, and it's got fire on one side and grapes on the other side, because it's about getting desire just to have desire. You're getting fulfillment sometimes and then that becomes like almost the 7 deadly sins of where you, like, say you gorge, what a gluttony. Yeah. So you could have gluttony and love. Think about that. I've had gluttony and love where we're just so obsessed with something. And know if you're obsessed, you've got that obsession where you just can't let someone go. Work with that, okay? Because it's a karmic lesson and it's most definite. And there's a reason why. And once you unlock that in yourself, you unlock a new, level up to yourself. So, wow, you guys are hitting me with them today. I appreciate all the coming in, though. So definitely I do personal readings as well. You guys can check out the link in my bio. They're virtual readings, and they're only $44 an hour. And I do intuitive coaching sessions, too. So, Daniel, will your situation improve soon? DC, Sine. Angels are saying recovery. Right now, you need to not push yourself. So yes, it will eventually start coming together, but right now you need to not focus on the win. You need to recover yourself. And I'm hearing the Holy Trinity, mind, body, and soul. And Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's what's playing in my head right now. And if you look, you can see an angel. It's hard to show on here, but there's an angel behind the lady. You can see it. Take time to heal and recover from things, and don't push yourself, and really set your intentions for what you want. Whoa, 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 opportunity. So see, that's pretty cool. Angels are saying they're going to be sending you opportunities, but see how her arms are open? You need to make sure you're receiving your blessings, and you need to work with your third eye and open up your third eye so you can unlock your rigid mindset and know opportunities in everything. Okay? You don't have to just there's abundance in everything. And sometimes even a job, you're going to go there for 8 hours a day. Isn't it more important to like where you're going and the energy that's around you than to worry about the money that you're getting paid? Because ultimately, how many people have you seen unhappy that make a lot of money? Because the energy sucks, right? Ivy, is she coming back? If you believe, and it's reversed because you're having a hard time believing that. So here's one more message with it. Listen to your intuition. I feel like your intuition's telling you she's probably not going to. But you also aren't understanding the reason why. So Rebecca, is the redheaded guy a karmic soulmate? Communicate clearly. This is reversed. And so they're saying no. And this is reversed too. So reconsider. I bet you totally get this message. I feel that maybe instead of focusing on this as a karmic lesson, focus on why have we come together, and maybe not focus on so much of learning that karmic lesson or placing them in a box, but learning why did our souls, what soul contract did we write together to come down here? And if it wasn't a good outcome, that's when you need to stand with Archangel Michael, and you need to maybe reconsider your thoughts. Maybe stand in your power and your truth and know that the truth will set you free no matter what it is. Mary, does Adam want me to contact him? It's up to you. But they're saying within the next few months. So there is a confirmation for you, definitely in the next few months. But it's up to you, so don't be happy with yourself. Be you, and whoever's going to be with you will be there for you no matter what. If you try to be like someone else, we always do that at the beginning. We meet someone, we try to impress them. What happens when you end up being together 5 years? Okay, then you have that awkward conversation of, yeah, remember all that cool stuff I said I could do? Yeah, I was just lying to you because I was trying to impress you. That happens, guys. So the hand of Fatima, I love it. You know what it is. You know what it is. You are awesome. We're going to have to, yes, that is my, ever since I went through this thing with my roommates, I have adopted this. And, that is my protector of my evil eye. And see, you can even have an evil eye right there, boop, to protect you. I didn't skip your question. You're gonna, okay, you guys are seeing how rapidly these are going. So you're gonna have to just roll with it. And I am doing as many questions as I can. I can't get every single person's. But if you do want a private reading, I do them. You can go and get one. So these are just me doing these out of love and light for you guys. That's what I come on here for. So I have this on my evil eye. Aries are red. When people wear the blue one, it's for Aquarius. That's pretty interesting to know. I did not know that. That's pretty interesting. Does Brandon want to be in a relationship? I'm seeing no. I'm seeing that's not a good opportunity for you, and it's not the right time. So perhaps Randy and you will reconcile. Will you get any good news soon? You got to give forgiveness first. I feel like you got to release some of the things that you're upset about. So you got to first, Spirit is saying, release resentment for not having what you feel that you deserve or want right now. And the more that you can release that, the more you're going to be able to get into the flow of law of attraction, which is whatever like attracts like, and where attention flows, energy goes. So if you are more focused on what you have, and that you know you're going to get more of it no matter what, it's just going to happen because the universe loves you, and the universe ain't ever going to let you go without. And if you did go without, or you got something taken away, was it really good for you in the first place? Because angels also don't take away things that are meant for you. They take away the things that we've adopted. We started off in Chicago, Illinois, and all of a sudden now we're in China. And we don't even know how we got on this football field. We're like started out playing with the one football team. Now we're in the American League. Now we're all of a sudden in a whole nother country. So you gotta find, are you still on the playing field you're supposed to be on? Holy cow. So perhaps you and Randy will reconcile. Let's see. They're showing right now it's important for you to recover, and there's no need to worry. Focus on your healing right now, because the more that you focus on that, that's going to bring the energy of you guys vibrating together on a higher level. If he's not for your highest good, then the angels aren't going to bring him back into your life. No amount of praying to get that toxic person back in your life is not going to come. I promise you. And it's all about compromise. Angels are saying the scales of balance. Okay, it's about honoring each other as a team and not just what you want or what he wants. It's got to be a team effort. Is my current boyfriend cheating on you, Sylvia? Psh. I'm seeing there's big happy changes going on and a peaceful resolution. So I feel like this might be a possibility because they literally came out with yes. But I would say if they're telling you this and this big of a confirmation, it's not to hurt your feelings. It's to let you know, hey, you deserve more than this. And if someone's going to cheat on you, first of all, I have a no cheating rule. And if I have that thought in my mind, if you make me crazy and make me think that you're cheating on me all the time, I simply dismiss you. You know why? Because I've had so many people. I got cheated on when my elbow here, I got in a car wreck when I was 19. The guy that I met, that I was with for 7 years, was dating me at the time, and we had barely just met a couple months. Now, we stayed together, but it tainted the rest of our relationship, because when I got in this car wreck in Atlanta, Georgia, which I'm not from, and I get stuck in like the most horrible hospital in the world, and he cheated on me with a girl while my mom flew out to the hotel, and he was cuddled up with her in a bed while I was almost dying in the hospital and I was getting treated horribly. They wouldn't even give me my pain medicine. Like, this was the hood. This was horrible. They hated me, and they showed me how much they hated me. And these were my nurses, guys. The guy, my arm was stuck like this at the beginning, and he started throwing stuff. The guy who took my images on my arm started throwing stuff and got mad and told me he wanted my arm straight so he could take he's the, taking the pictures of my arm. And I was like, dude, you're not going to make my arm straight. My arm didn't go straight for like 6 months. And this guy was throwing stuff because he was mad. So I don't entertain cheating, because that's just a lesson. That just right there says red flag. You're a lesson. And if I'm not enough for you, then you're not my person, period. Because I have my self-worth and my self-love, and I'm not trying to catch any funky STD out there either. Ladies, you guys need to really consider this when you're fighting for that toxic dude. Do you want the toxic? It's not the toxic love that comes with it. It's the toxic health conditions that come with it, and the spiritual STDs that come with it. There's 2 kinds of STDs you can pick up. I want none of it. I'll be over here myself, and if you can't be of love and light, and if I don't walk in the room and make you want to just grab me up, put me on your shoulders, and make me feel like a queen, you're not my man, period. Whether you're dating me, married me, nothing. That's just how it is. If you don't make me feel that way, then we can be friends all day long. But you're not going to be in that personal heart space of mine. So, all right, my friend, I had a toxic relationship. It's energy draining. Yes, my whole life is made up of toxic relationships. I finally am in a relationship with moi, and I kind of sounded cocky. And this is how society views it, as cocky. It's not, because they said, tag your bestie on this video. To show them how much you love them. And I was like, is it weird that I want to tag myself and my alter ego? Because at this point in my life, I'm not working on relationships with other people, because I've done that my whole life. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a Pisces. I actually am now working on, I love myself. I love myself first. And if you're going to make me feel any kind of negative way, guess what? I'm going to dismiss you and keep on going with a smile. And people are like, well, that's hater. Why don't you engage? I'm not going to engage. I'm going to keep smiling and keep on walking. And I like it that way. It won't bother me. I don't do health questions. I don't do pregnancy questions, my friend. So unfortunately, I'm not going to answer that because I don't do those. That's a whole nother thing that I don't do. So Rose Love K, a year from now, let's see what message this came out with, because this says a year from now. Well, let's pull out our abundance ones, huh? Abundance ones are fun. So a year from now, what do we got, angels? Successful funding and words of abundance. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of the creator that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Know there's help out there. This was reversed because you guys are knowing that in a year from now, your idea could blow up, but you need to work at the beginning of it. And if you don't have the money, do a fundraiser. It's not about begging for money. It's about, we're supposed to work as a team. And there's so much abundance out here for everybody that there's no need to hide or worry about it. But you got to ask for it, because closed mouths don't get fed. And also you got to speak it into existence. You got to speak your help into existence. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and this is what you attract for yourself and others. If you guys really knew how much money was on this planet, you would understand that there's so much unclaimed money out here. That's how the angels work. And the angels work with what they see out there and what they know to be true. So that's what I tell you. Money can show up in your life anytime, but you've got to have the money mindset to attract it, to get it into your life. Because if not, it's going to just keep on flowing by you, and it's going to be just within your reach, and you're just never going to be able to grab it. So you got to know that you're deserving of it. First of all, that's really important. So will you be financially okay soon, Tina Marie? Have courage to ask for help and accept help. And I was just talking about that. You got closed mouths don't get fed. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask the Creator for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. And see that green right there? See, there's an equal giving between the angels. It's about following your heart. Green is all about prosperity, abundance, but angels work through people, and I can't stress this enough. So when you guys are out there saying, I don't ask for help for no one, well, that is an outdated idea that came from way back in the day from very closed-minded people that doesn't help you. I promise, and that's a very old mindset to maybe start shaking off, because there's no weakness in asking for help, and if you need help and somebody can give it to you, that's different than asking for help and getting mad at someone that doesn't have it, that can give it to you. Okay? But if you know that there's people out there that can give it to you, stop going, I'm just going to sit here and eat potato chips and mustard and be woe is me because I don't want to ask somebody for help. No. When I got out of that whole thing by having a kid, and by my ex taking all of everything I had for her and setting me up with nothing. And I had to, for the first time in my life, go to food banks. I had to go and on a Saturday morning figure out how to get food, or we were going to starve to death, because he literally came in and I had to get an apartment. I had to get everything in between paychecks. This is when I was just working a paycheck job. So I know the struggle of doing it, but it can be done. But you have to have faith and you have to believe. Katie, will I pass my certification exam in October? Improving health. And this is reversed. And asking help from others. That's also reversed. So I feel like this is a you will, but you also need to take a break on overdoing it. Because if you focus on something too much, you might have self-sabotage there. And it's kind of like, that's why I don't believe in tests really prove our worth, because anybody can study for a test. And some people really suck at taking tests. My ex was like one of those people. He took his car certification here in Colorado test for like, I don't know how many times. Because what he did is he psyched himself out every time. It wasn't that he didn't know the knowledge or he's not good at it. He just psyched himself out. So don't psych yourself out about it. Know that if you truly ask your angels, ask particularly Archangel Gabriel for help when you are taking that test and to help you study and remember this information. And the angels will help pop those answers into you, but definitely take your time and don't overdo it, is what I'm hearing. Will our marital customs take place this year? Right now, I'm not hearing a peaceful resolution, and they're asking you to let go of, detach from outcome. They want you to know a peaceful resolution is on its way. But sometimes, like I said, we get stuff that happens. If it's not happening in divine timing and it's happening in your ego timing, then that's not a good timing. So you got to let your angels do their thing and have faith that it will happen, especially if it's for your highest good. If something doesn't happen, it wasn't meant for you in the first place. And you have to release that and stop beating up yourself. So when things don't work out the way you want them to, why are you like, okay, it's kind of like if you go get someone food at a restaurant and the food sucks and it was just a horrible lunch. Is that your fault? Did you make the food? No. So are you going to beat yourself up because you had a bad lunch because this person made bad food? No, that's silly. That's going to block you. So thank you so much for the follows and everything, guys. I'm really trying to keep up with your, so when you're doing intuitive messages and you're actually connecting with spirit and stuff here, sometimes it's a little hard to be able to read 95,000 comments, connect with spirit. And so you guys got to be patient with me, but I definitely will help you out with your message. And this is just to show you guys what I can do too. If you really want your own personal reading that'll blow your mind or really help you connect to something, I'm not just a fortune teller. I actually am an intuitive toxic relationship coach, manifestation coach, and energy healer. And I really come on here to, let you guys help raise the vibration, first of all. But yeah, definitely, and support me on my YouTube if you guys are can help me out with that. I'm like almost 70. I need 40 more people to be at 100, and then I know it'll start breaking past that. But I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna get over it. Daniel, is Daniel your future spouse, Karen? Let's see. No need to worry, and that's reversed because right now there's a recovery period. So right now, maybe not. But maybe there's a healing period that's going on with you guys. And it's also, what do you desire? We say that we want something, but when it comes to love, sometimes we make choices out of pure loneliness. And that's when we go choosing things that are not for our highest good. Sunita, what's coming to my future? And I appreciate all the gifts and everything that you guys, the roses. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate them because that helps support me too. So I love the equal energy exchange. You guys are fabulous. This is a fabulous life. So what's coming to your future, Sunita? Learning new skills. That's very positive. Education is the most powerful personal resource you can use to change your life and the world. And this is all about being in your root chakra too, because you can notice she has a red shirt and she has red flowers in her hair and daisies. I love it. The stars went on her crown. I know daisies are all about releasing drama and looking at, you see these two things, they both have the world in them and the universe. Okay, there's so much knowledge out there for you to attain. And it's not even about learning just like book knowledge, learning how to live certain ways, certain things that you can do, like learning how to do the dishes, learning how to bake, learning how to keep your space clean, stuff like that. Learning new skills every day will help you build a new future. And also angels oversee your life and protect you, and you have angel warriors out there. There's a whole kingdom out there awaiting you. They definitely want you to know, yeah, I feel like right now maybe you don't feel like a Midas star, but that's where the learning new skills, angels are telling you with this whole message right here, that the more, the Midas star is all about luck is on your side, let the magic happen. Know that you are protected by your angels. You're protected by a whole village, okay? A whole village of your spirit team. But it's about you taking those actionable steps, about learning new skills that can help you. So if you're having this thought of, man, I should go take a cooking class, or I should go take a computer class, you need to go take those, because that's where you're going to start changing your luck and your abundance is, and also aligning with your heart chakra energy. You need to align with love and not let your ego put on those goggles that make you think that the universe is against you. Because look at, she's literally reaching for the stars. Look at this. Hold on. Boop. Reaching for the stars. That is cool. Your angels literally want you to reach for the stars, and know that if you can think it, you can dream it, and it's coming out to you. You're very welcome. The sky's the limit is what I'm also hearing right there. And it's about enlightenment of your mind. The more knowledge that you put up in here, the more spirit can work with you and help you manifest this, your own village. Okay. I hear that you're wanting to have your own golden palace, your own village of harmony and peace and love. Okay, so start taking those actionable steps. It may not come all at one time, but it will come as it's supposed to. And if you ask your angels, they will bring it to you. No matter how impossible it seems, it doesn't matter what you ask for. If it's for your highest good, it will come. If it's not for your highest good, it will not come. You can force stuff to come, but also those people that have $1 million houses and you just see manifestations and they're like, I've got a Ferrari and I've got 20 cars, and that's what they use their manifestations for. Cool. Okay, cool. Because the darkness will let you align with that too. So you can manifest for the good or the bad. And it's okay if you're a spiritual person and you have a Ferrari. Nothing wrong with that, because so many spiritual people beat themselves up because they want to be aligned with money, and they've been taught money's bad if you're a spiritual person. Well, it's not. It's here for all of us. It's what you do, what you invest with your money. And if you invest something for yourself and you want a Ferrari, cool. But maybe not go overboard and get 3 Ferraris and 3 different colors. Okay, maybe get yourself a Ferrari and then go put on a spaghetti charity fundraiser down the street on the same day to even out your give and take. You know, and start saying thank you. And especially when things go wrong, say thank you. You know why? Because it's very, very important for you to say thank you, because it wasn't for your highest good. So let go of the things that your creator is trying to take from you, because you prayed for something. Your angels are trying to come and help you, but you won't. You refuse to let go of the mindset, the toxic patterns, the toxic people. So therefore you get mad at the universe for not bringing in your abundance, but you refuse to change and you refuse to let go of things. This is why we don't manifest, guys. This literally came out again. I've got so many synchronicities. I love this, and I'm definitely putting this on my YouTube channel because there's just like, when you go back and look at this, I have shown the exact same cards. This is why I love oracle cards too. This is the second time, third time a message has repeated itself. Have the courage to ask for and accept help. You are not weak for asking other people to help. So let's see. Will I pass my fund exam? Thank you. She said, hello, Trina. She said, thank you. Hello, I love your hairs. Will I pass my fund exam? Angels are saying, don't stop. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Literally, you're ready. I am hearing that song playing in my head. That is so cool. You're going to have to go listen to some Journey after you hop off this live. Don't stop believing. Know that you're ready. And I feel like you're going to do it. So let me know. Oh, yeah. How are you guys doing this morning? You guys, I love it. How many people are joining in, showing the love? Lawrence, will you get your resident permit next year? Within the next few months. So that is a shiny thing, and they're saying perfect timing. Whoa. Don't stop. So I feel like it's all don't just release that worry. Release the worry, release it. So there you go, Talisman. Here, Judith, will I get the promotion at work? Remain positive. And get more information. So this is about doing your research. We always want a job, but then sometimes we don't even pay attention what the job really entails. And when you get there, the reason why you get beat out is because that little brown noser who really, really wanted it went and researched everything about that and knew exactly every key word to tell the boss. So sometimes when we get passed over for a promotion, maybe not take it personal. It could not be your cup of tea. And the angels, that's why anything that one door closes, another one opens, because the universe's rejection is your protection. So don't force things. If it doesn't happen, let it go and say, thank you, universe. That obviously wasn't for my highest good. I do that with people. I do that with situations. Thank you, universe. I really wanted that. I really wanted to hang out with that person, but obviously that person wasn't for my highest good. And you would only take anything away from me that's not for my highest good. And this is where having a relationship with spirit is really important, and not just using it for a magic 8-ball. Because ultimately, I know how to be a best friend, and I know how to be, sometimes we're not all perfect and we can be best friends to each other. But ultimately, if we start out and I'm trying to build a friendship with you, and then you just show me all these toxic things that I'm tolerating because I want your friendship, but I want your friendship more than you want my friendship, the guilt trips are not going to work on me. My grandmother has been guilt tripping me since I was 5. I said I wanted to go spend the night at my best friend's house. She literally threw my whole bag at me and told me, I was there for the summer for like a week. I just wanted to spend one night with my friend. I was like 7. She threw my whole suitcase at me and said, fine, just go with her. It's okay, I'll be here all by myself. I was like, look, lady, I'm 7, okay? And I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm back in Texas for maybe 4 or 5 days. Can I just have a day with my friend to go sleep at her house? Because I've known her since I was born. Just saying. Will your engagement party go ahead? It's up to you, and ask for help from others. So these are really blocked, and I can see you're stressed out about this. It could go forward smooth, but you're really going to have to do your research and tie up your loose ends and have positive faith, because I feel like maybe you're fueling a little bit of the energy to make it not have a good outcome, and you're self-sabotaging unconsciously. Iana is Kaz jealous of me. The situation will improve. Reach for the light in the situation and try to walk the other road, but know that so the situation might improve by you guys having a disconnection, because I really kind of feel like he is not working on that, because that's where the unlikeliness is. So maybe you want a resolution more than he does. But angels are saying go towards light and focus on the light, and whatever will be meant to be, and go with the flow. Don't force anything. I definitely see treasures on the other side of this for you, but you're going to have to look at the treasures of the situation too. Yashvina will Wazer and me be romantically together this month. Angels are saying that is a possibility. You need to remain positive and not put any doubt into your manifestations. That's why things don't happen. If you keep telling the universe that your person doesn't exist, or that this person's never going to come get together with you, then you eventually convince yourself that's not going to happen. And now the universe is just like a waitress taking your order, listening to you saying, well, this will never happen. So the universe is like, she doesn't want it to happen. So that's why it's important. That's why positivity is very important if you're in the manifestation game. Your manifestations come when you're vibrating high and you're feeling good and you're putting the positive energy into it. If you're not ready to do that, then maybe work on your healing status and not so much on the manifestation part of it. Okay? Because that's why I don't really do manifestations when I'm not feeling right, because I am not trying to manifest any more negative outcomes. So I will stay away from manifestations when I'm feeling funky inside. Or I tell myself to knock it off and stop having, because I'm a Pisces overthinker and I have a whole movie. Even my guy's like, he'll be like, stop that movie in your head right now, Pisces. It's not happening. Stop it. Because we like, oh, and then before you know it, you say one thing to us and we've got this whole picture painted. Been here since long, Vidushi. Will things improve between Tajavir and you? Get more information. That's a possibility, but you guys need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. So yes, things will, but you guys need to, I'm hearing compromise. Okay, you need to stop pointing fingers or stop making, the situation is what it is. You got to let that go and now find different creative ways and be willing to work on that than focusing on the problem. Thank you guys so much. You guys, please go stop over on my YouTube channel if you've been enjoying this or if I've read for you. And you're going to have more angel messages there. And if you're liking this whole vibe, this is how I do it. I've been doing it since 2018. I started this. And these are all real messages. I am a worker of the light. That's totally what I work in. And so all these messages are coming to you. Now, I want to let you know, if you do get a message and you don't like the outcome of it, you have the ability, that's why we have free will, so you have the ability to change it, but just know nothing's set in stone for you. So your thoughts can change an outcome of it. But again, if you want to wishful think another toxic person or situation that God has removed from your life into it, guess what? Not going to happen. So you can call up every psychic in America to the UK to China, and you're not going to get your desired outcome. And I had a client, unfortunately, not hear me on that. And I told her when she called me up and asked about an ex-boyfriend, I said, I wouldn't do it. I don't see good intentions here. And she didn't like that outcome. So she went and found another person to give her the message that she wanted. And this person said, yes, they're telling that he's been trying to get a hold of you for some time now. And there was you guys just missed each other and you were meant for each other and all this yakety yak, yak, yak. She went there. He did her dirty, just like I said. She called me up on a Sunday morning, texted me actually, and just vomited all over my Messenger when I had it. That's why I don't have Messenger anymore, because clients were starting to just come back, and because they didn't heed what I told them or listen to their intuition, they got themselves in a sticky situation. And now she's like losing her mind. And that's why I was like, I feel you, but you can't go looking for the answer that you want. And that's why sometimes it's important when we hear stuff, you don't have to always accept what you hear, but you need to write it down and take time and do your own research to know, do I accept this as my true message? Is this truly meant for me? Is this someone else that didn't quite get it right? Sometimes we say that people didn't get it right because, again, it's not what our ego wanted to hear. Alrighty, my friends, and if you guys are feeling moved, I do have a Cash App. Again, my link's all in my bio because it's just easier that way. It pulls up a whole menu. But you can definitely go drop me tips. I like tips. I have Patreon too, and that's where I am holding my new, if you want to be a part of my soul tribe, and you're having fun with this, you can even start out for as little as $7.77 a month and get a weekly support group and a weekly angel message. So I saw something here. Will the money I've been waiting on come in soon? Cassandra. Conscious consumer and gratitude list. So the conscious consumer is you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to only buy products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase on that which you need. So this is ultimately saying, yes, it is going to come in for you. And the gratitude list in this is saying your creator always gives you what you need in the time that you need it. And even when you have a bunch of money, a lot of times we just, we're not nice to our money and we don't have a good friendship with our money and we spend it on stuff and we don't even use it. How many people have bought clothes and never wore them, or they just sit in your closet and then that was a waste of money? Or you bought something and you just, now you have 3 of something and you have a whole room full of a bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. That is where angels are saying also you need to find out where the leak is. There's somewhere where you're spending money more than you should right now. And because you're going to have enough if you get in that alignment with it and be grateful for what you have in this moment and know that it's going to turn into more. But sometimes we have a hard time. We want to look at the resentment of our situation than the gratitude of, well, at least I have a place to live, because I've been in that position. I didn't like the place I was living because I was fighting with my roommates because they were awful. And so I literally could tell that my angels were not going to let me remove myself here. So I had to look at it from a different perspective. And my vision of looking at my circumstances differently, of at least I have a place, at least my place doesn't smell, at least, thank you, angels, thank you, angels, thank you, angels. All of a sudden, my abundance changed. My reality changed. Your current reality can change by your gratitude attitude. So write down a list, and it's about hearing flock of sheep, lamb. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. So it sounds really cliche when somebody tells you that, but out of experience, when I've had my worst days, if I just released it and was like, whatever, I'm just having a bad existence right now, but it's coming, it's getting better, and it's nothing lasts forever, and this is only a storm that this too shall pass. And I started focusing on, well, I have coffee to drink. At least I'm a coffee drinker. At least I have access to a coffee pot. You'll know this if you've ever had to move out of your parents' house or move anywhere in a divorce and you did not have a coffee pot and you're a coffee drinker and you can't drink coffee. That almost ruins your day, okay? Because that's like the one last thing in your life that saves it. So having gratitude right there helps you to not, thank you, maybe I'm not living exactly where I want to be, but I'm getting there and I got coffee to help me. So thank you guys so much for all this. I appreciate all your love and light. And will you win the lotto soon, redheaded nurse? The angels are saying to clearly communicate your needs. I'm going to say that's a no. They're saying look for a sign. I don't feel like it's anytime soon because they're saying, would that really hinder you more? I feel like that would set you off balance. But there is a possibility. Whoa! You might win a small little lot. You never know. You might win something because I just got a double yes. A double yes. But and there's the abundance. But you gotta start connecting with your abundance mindset. And actually you got to play the lotto. So we say, will I win the lotto? But do we play the lotto? Because law of averages says for every no, you'll get a yes. And that's how, if you want to know when you're playing stuff like that, first of all, you have to be in a good mood. Because if you're in a really good mind space when you're playing that game of chance, the angels can pop in there and make it for your highest good and have you win. But they're not going to if you're going to be in a crappy mood, wasting $20, $100 because you're in a bad mood. So you went and spent $100 and just scratched off a bunch of tickets. They're not going to help you. I watched a girl walk into a casino with me one day. She was in a bad mood and I was mad because I'm the casino person that you give me $100, I'll be on the slot machines drinking free drinks, having a good time all night because I know how to win money and I only spend that 100 and whatever else I win, I put in a different bucket and I walk away. So I did that one night and won $800 and only spent like $20. And I walked away with $800 and played for like 6-7 hours. People were watching my machine at the end of it. So, but this girl walked into the casino and with $100, put it in the machine and literally in 5 minutes, it ate it all up and we walked out. And I was like, that's the worst experience I've ever had with somebody. And that's where I'm talking about, what's your relationship with money? How do you feel about money? Do you feel like if you get too much money, you can't handle it? You got to start, if your abundance ain't right, there's something that you need to openly be honest with yourself. Are you not a good budgeter? You know why you have money issues too? Because you could have been in a communal living situation in a past life that you lived with people and you never had to pay bills. You paid bills by doing work as a healer and doing stuff like that. So definitely you need to start writing these things down, being mindful, because it's not about just money. Money is a paper energy. Remember that. You're welcome. Nice. Well, I'm just telling you the truth that I feel like I wouldn't think, but I feel like you are going to come into some kind of windfall. But then what are you going to do with that money? Are you just going to hoard it and use it on yourself, or are you going to help out humanity? And it's not about I donated to a charity and that's all. Because charities all the time don't do what they're supposed to. Go out there and do some actual work with the people. Thank you guys so much for all the love. I appreciate it. I've had a good time in here reading messages for you. So, Stacy, will Robert and you end up together? Feel like there could be a compromise here. If you guys are willing to compromise, there's a balance that you guys need to meet. That is a possibility. But it's also about remaining positive and if you believe. And they're also showing me one more message of forgiveness. I feel like you're holding unforgiveness either towards someone in the past, yourself, or like someone is making it where your connection to love, you can't quite get over this unforgiveness here with a toxic love. Even it could be yourself, and you need to forgive yourself that happened. It was supposed to happen. It's part of your healing. It's part of your journey. You've got to forgive. If you can't forgive that person, forgive the situation. But first of all, forgive yourself, because you can do that. You are in control of that. Then you forgive the situation. Then if you can't forgive that person, you can forgive the situation and release it and choose to forgive but not forget. But ultimately, you forget to fully forgive, because when you say you forget it, like you release it. You never, like, if you're reminded of it, you're going to remember of it, but it's not going to be in your forefront of your mind, because you're not going to be worried about it. Because you know that was a lesson that you were supposed to experience, and it was supposed to act as a spiritual catalyst for you. So stop beating yourself up because you had to learn a lesson. Just like when you spilt your glass of milk, do you berate yourself because you were 2 and you spilt your milk? You're 2. You don't know and you don't care about that milk. You gotta be the same with yourself. Carol, will the client sign off on your project? They're saying not the right time. Hold on. But they're also saying success. So that's kind of let's get a little deeper of an answer here. But they're saying it's not the right time and success. So what I'm going to say is it's not, it's better for you that way. Okay? Like I said, we don't always get what we want, but sometimes it's for our highest good. Stop getting mad at the universe for protecting you. That's like getting mad at someone for not letting you go home with that guy when you were drunk. And they saved you from a whole bunch of badness happening. But I was in a situation like that. This girl was getting so mad at me because this guy, we were in San Antonio, Texas, and he was like one of the homies too. And I've already seen this in Albuquerque. I already know the game. And he was like, yeah, we're just going to take you home and I'm going to take good care of her. And I was like, yeah, come get her in the morning. She's too trash to go with you. And I'm responsible, and I know if I let her go with you, I might not see my friend in the morning because y'all look like some, the whole hood's gonna come and have a whole party together. Like, I could just feel this energy. And in Albuquerque, things like that happen. You need to be very careful, ladies, when you go out. You don't want to get, they may look all cute at the club. You don't want to go home with them. Don't go home with people if you're sloshed. It's not a good idea. And she got so mad at me, and I had to deal with these 2 girls because I stood in the middle of them. I totally wouldn't let it happen, and I didn't care. It's not that I was jealous trying to block anything. It was for the simple fact that, no, you're not going to hurt this girl, and she's way too inebriated. I fully told him to come over. Here's my hotel. You can come over and hang out at my hotel, or you can come pick her up in the morning. But she is not getting in the vehicle with you, and I will take you out at the knees if you try. So definitely, they're not for your highest good here. And meditation brings answers. So you need to talk to your angels and know that you can't see the trees for the forest. You can't see the forest sometimes for the trees. Your primary relationship is with yourself and your creator, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, Snuggle more closely with your Creator and your angels. As you feel safe and loved with them, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So I feel like you're gonna start coming out of the woods so you can see the woods in the back of her. Gotta have mercy and compassion with yourself and know something in your heart doesn't feel right about it because you kind of feel flaky about them anyways. So go with that, your intuition, and know that if it didn't happen, it wasn't supposed to happen right now. Believe in divine timing. And don't go beat yourselves up saying, I ruined it all, this didn't happen. You got to have compromise with yourself too. Balance. Whatever's supposed to happen will happen, I promise. Good or bad, it will happen if it's written in this in your story. So all you can do is try to compromise and go with the flow. Awesome. So let's see what else. Annie, am I currently with my soulmate? Angels are saying, I feel like that's a possibility. Let's see what else. They're saying you're ready, so no. Right now, maybe you're with the karmic. Let's see what else. I'll bring out another message, kind of help you out with that. But they're saying you're ready to be with your soulmate. So maybe this was a lesson that you got together with, or simply someone who was supposed to help bring something up in you to help you start loving yourself more. Spirit works in mysterious ways. Love who you are. So this person is supposed to help teach you how to be your authentic self, because I feel like you're maybe attracting people to you that aren't truly with your highest good or on your soul path. They look fun, they feel fun, it's awesome, but you get addicted to the desire and the passion of it. And ultimately, it's not that they're a bad person, it's just that they're not meant to build success with you. They're not your person. Your true person mirrors the exact yin and yang of yourself. You feel like you're talking to yourself in the opposite gender. So you are divine, delightful, and deserving of wonderful things life has to offer. Okay, and so maybe you're ready to start manifesting true love. Find out what true love means to you, because I feel like there's some karmic shadows that have been handed down generationally, and false things beliefs that have been put into your head that you don't fully believe. Number 8, that's crazy. That's your number, and I'm seeing a rainbow here too. 8 is about prosperity and infinity. It's an infinity number, because if you turn it sideways, it's the infinity symbol. And I'm seeing a jaguar, which is one of your spirit animals. And know that you are a multifaceted individual. Your ship is sailing in. And you're sailing in for somebody. You're like their ship that's sailing in. So give yourself more credit. Stop beating yourself up that you're not good enough. You're not good enough for the toxic ones. You're not good enough for the low vibe cheaters. Okay? You don't want to be good enough for those people. You are, however, good enough for yourself and for the divine and your angels. So keep pouring in positive energy into yourself. And like attracts like. So if it's a toxic pattern, the first way to stop any toxic pattern is awareness. The reason why we don't believe it ourselves and we keep lying to ourselves about that toxic person is because that toxic person is our escape from reality, which sucks. Usually that's why you have an escape of this toxic person. I've done it before. Or you have a toxic thing that you do to help you escape reality because it brings you pleasure. There's a whole lot of things that people do. Shopping, addiction, even self-pleasure. There's things that you do out there that you get addicted to, and you try to tell yourself you don't have a problem with it because you're like, man, this sucks. I know I have a problem with it, but I don't want to admit it because if I do, then I won't have it to help relieve me of my problems. And that's not going to be my escape anymore. So it took me very many years to do that with a toxic relationship that I was hung up on. And I had to learn that that's the only reason why I wasn't healing from it is because I wasn't ready. I was ready to, you become addicted to the pain, and you become addicted to love. You become addicted to toxic love, and you become addicted to the passionate feeling and that feel good of the physical touch versus what feels good to your soul. Because after the hanky-panky and the rolling around in the sheets, can you really live reality, guys? Can you really just live together naked in the sheets? That's not a true reality. I mean, you can make that your life. I mean, there are adult film people that do stuff all the time. So I guess, yes, you can make that your reality. But is that the reality that most of us are trying to create? Because that's, I mean, I'm not knocking anybody who does that, but the people who have done it in that industry and then they've come out of it 20 years later, go watch some of those documentaries and see if you really still want to do it. Because like I'm telling you, we get caught up in that passionate moment. We get caught up in this toxicity for the moment because it feels good. Anybody who is celebrating We Do Recover on here and has a sobriety date understands that. It's not that you're stupid. And I'm going to start crying because somebody really needs to hear this. There's nothing wrong with you. It is simply that you are getting bamboozled by the darkness and you're having that desire hit you so hard that you're not wow, somebody is really hitting this message because I'm starting to tear up. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that people didn't show you love either. And somebody really needs to hear this. Somebody really needs to hear this, that it's not your fault that you have an addiction and that your self-love's low. You don't. It's okay. It can always be brought back up, right? And you can always learn your lesson, and there's so many good things for you. Please don't give up. Wow. Is this message for you, Lily? Because if it is, I love you, and I'm sorry, because I don't cry unless it's really something in your energy and spirit really hit me with that. So I love you, and I'm sorry you're going through that, but it's not your fault because it can get better, and I'm proof, and that's why I get up here every day and I spend my time out here. And I let you guys know it's not about the fun videos. I do that because I'm a survivor, and it's either laugh or cry. But I've been the redheaded stepchild, and I've been unloved, uncared for, the bad guy, the narcissist, whatever you want to, the scapegoat. I've been it all. And my self-love made it where I made toxic choices because ultimately I got to a point that I didn't care anymore. If I lived or died, I didn't care because I just saw my toxic reality and I was like, well, it ain't going to change, so I'm not going to change. And I lived in that energy for a long time. And that's why I went on this spiritual awakening, because my angels showed me there's so much more to life than this. And if you'll just take the courage and the faith to step out in that, you guys can have whatever you want. I'm going to give you another message because, ooh, girl, you got my waterworks going. Spirit's got my waterworks going. Yeah, we're going to give you a message from the angels to wrap that up. life isn't fair, but I also always tell people we come down here on this earth in this lifetime specifically because this planet is the right conditions to be able to learn lessons. So you have to start repeating this until it starts becoming real and your reality. This is not happening to me. This is happening for me. And once you can start believing that, you'll start releasing that negative of it's happening to you, because the angels are only taking away what is not meant for you. And also, if something's happening to you and you don't feel like you're the one who created it, it's the people that you're surrounding yourself. It's energy. So, for example, this is the easiest way of when I started learning how to explain trauma to people and spiritual karmic ties. Why did this happen? I had SA happen to me, or, to a person. A client comes and says, I had SA happen to me when I was a kid. How is that fair? Why would God let that happen? Well, he didn't. But the thing is your parents obviously had a karmic lesson that they didn't deal with. And this is the easiest way for you to help release that. Your parents had a karmic lessons that they didn't want to deal with. And the more that you run away from your problems, the harder the lesson gets, because spirit's trying to kick in to really get your attention. So what happens is, for example, if you had parent in addiction and they didn't take care of you properly and they had bad energy, juju, and they got all these negative people around you because their energy is just inviting the devil in. Unfortunately, because you're their kid, you attracted that energy. They attracted that energy into your life, and now you are literally the victim. That's why I say you're a victim. When you're a child, you are a victim because you did not ask for that. I don't care what amount of coercion or anything happens. You are a kid. That is not your fault. And it doesn't even matter. When you're a victim, you're a victim. Okay, but we don't like to say that word victim because it ties into the word weak. That's why I say I'm a survivor. But when you first start off, you feel and you are a victim because it was wrongful. It doesn't even make you just have to be a kid. I'm just using that example. But anything wrong, if you feel it's wrong and you feel like something happened, trauma happened to you in your life, you validate that, okay? Because any trauma, small or large, is a validation. It happened to you, okay? It didn't feel good. You need to heal that. It doesn't matter. Your trauma is not bigger than my trauma. It's trauma. We're all together. We're survivor strong. And it's okay if you were a victim of something, of circumstances. It's not your fault. Because if you were an unknowing bystander and all of a sudden some creepo come and forced himself on you, that is not your fault. I don't care if you were 15 and this happened. It's that sicko's problem. It's not yours. And you have to forgive yourself that was not, you were not the one that put you in the line of fire. Now, you don't need to go blaming everyone around you, but you need to start being aware and bring that into your conscious awareness that, hey, these are the people that need to get their act together, because look at the bad energy. That's why it's very important who you surround yourself with. Because if you're having chaos in your life, look at who you're surrounding yourself with. If you have people with a bunch of drama and they're just negative Nellies all day long and they have no desire to move forward or try to make it better and they just complain, they're going to bring that into your energy. Okay, now you're going to deal with their drama problems. And that's why most people are like, leave me alone. I'll be by myself. Because you don't want that negative energy. So please, if something happened to you as a child, I want you to please take a moment and bring it into awareness that it wasn't you who did this, and the creator didn't do it all purpose. This was the darkness that had, because like I said, the darkness has an agenda just like the light has an agenda. Okay, they're both working. It's which one you feed more. And that's why it goes more of a generational thing. I feel like when that is a pattern in a family, or addiction or something's a pattern in a family, you can't take all the brunt for all of your ancestors. That's why I say things that are happening in the world today, I did not do those things. I am only 41 years old. I'm not 10,000 years old. I did not do those things, but it is in my awareness that people in my heritage maybe have done things, and I am here to be an indigo child and to right those wrongs now and to go help those people that they hurt to help heal their karmic. That's how deep my soul purpose goes, is that the people in my lineage, because I don't even know if I have a lineage really, to be honest, because both my parents were adopted. I have no idea who my real lineage is, but I know that there's a lot of karmic lessons, and that's why this life feels so hard, because I'm not just dealing with my lessons. I'm healing two complete adult beings that are way older than me, at least by 20, 30 years old, in a whole nother time period of stuff that I don't understand, but all I know is I'm healing their stuff because they aren't here and they're not able to, and it fell on me to do. And there's a lot of resentment at that at first, but now I'm good to go because I don't want my daughter to face this. And that's why you face your stuff and you heal it. If you truly want to pave something, it's not about the college that your kid goes to. It's about the family trauma that you heal. Because if you can heal that family trauma within your child, that's the best tools for success for them to go out there and feel good about themselves and really make an effort to turn it all around. Because it's not always about just making your kid go to school or take the biggest, most expensive class or going to the biggest, best vacation. That's not always what it's about, guys. So true, I am sharing tears. Well, thank you, Annie. And, if you want a personal session, I can do a toxic mentoring session. I can do an angel session to help you with some healing. I definitely, I feel better. Like, we had a moment there. And just know it gets better because I've been on this healing journey for 5 years. And for the first time in my whole entire life, I can put a wig on. I can come on here and feel silly and not care and not be a people pleaser. I can come out here and give my true love to people and be my true self and not hide behind things anymore because I'm afraid of what people are going to say. And I don't let people decide my future anymore. Just because you don't understand what I'm doing doesn't mean you know how my reality is going to turn out. So step to the side if you're all about all that. So, hello, Joanne. How are you? Hello, Unique Kim. So I don't do pregnancy questions. Sorry, my friend. We are more on the love and light, the healing, because I'm not a fortune teller. I'm an energy healer and angel intuitive. And that's the energy I work in. So, will you get a new job position? This immediately came out, Angel of Wisdom. Pursue knowledge and spiritual growth. This is about, first of all, having the courage to know you deserve the best. And also, like I just said, you need to know what is, do you know all the details about the job? Is it in your highest good when it comes down to it? Is it the perfect fit? Or is this something that's you just want because you don't, maybe you're even covering up what you truly want. But let's see. New position. Improving health. So I'm feeling like this is a yes. This is a possibility, but it's important on improving your health, your spiritual health for one, and your discernment. Listening to your intuition and following it and not taking something literally. See, discernment. And once don't just take something because the job opportunity sounds great. And if you do, go for it. But don't put your heart and soul into it and no discernment. Is it really good for you? Are you really wanting this, but it's really not the thing? Manifest and get in alignment with what you want. And I'm hearing to manifest with the moon cycles too. So master your destiny by making use of your skills. Harness the creative forces to bring about success and achieve your goals. So definitely Faith, let me know, Coralie, Faith221. I'm going to hop off here in a minute because I've been on here for quite a while. But I really appreciate all the love and light that you guys, and if, like I said, if you want your own personal session, you can pay me through Cash App or PayPal, and I do virtual sessions on Zoom or Google Duo, and they're only $44 an hour, and I'm doing mentoring sessions 3 for $100. So definitely check out the link in my bio and subscribe to my Angel Vibes YouTube channel. Baluna, will you get the new job opportunity? They're saying to communicate clearly what you want. So I feel like your words aren't, you need to start matching up your words for the success that you want. Because right now, maybe it's not the right time. But it's also about you communicating why you want this job. What is your desires? What are your intentions? That's what's going to set you up for success. And also, maybe when you're going to the interviews, practice on communicating, talking to these people. Practice before you go to there so you sound put together. I love your hair. It gives unicorn vibes. Thank you, Layla. I love it too. I feel like the princess fairy off of the Trolls when they put their hair all together because it's the same color. Manifest success. This is definitely coming out again, and we're about to have a full moon, and Mercury's going into retrograde. So definitely the full moon is about releasing. The new moon is about manifesting. Work with Archangel Chamiel. That is the archangel of the moon cycles. So thank you guys for all the gifts and the love and the everything. I appreciate it. I'm going to answer one more question. Layla, does David have deeper emotions for me? They're saying no need to worry. But they're asking you to choose a new direction maybe. And it has to do with compromise. So maybe, again, he's not in your highest good, or there's something you need to compromise with that you're trying to force, maybe. Asking for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. I definitely feel like you need, number 14 is a karmic number, and it's also 4 plus 1 is 5. That's in numerology. 5 is a number of faith. I feel like you could also be a mermaid. I'm getting mermaid vibes. So maybe you're Pisces. Getting advice from a male, maybe even like a father figure. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And I love this card. Look at all the peacock feathers and just the rainbow of feathers. And there's a unicorn, because unicorns, the horn's all about what you put your focus on. So know that you can manifest anything. And you can see the 2 swans here. Okay, that's a symbol of love and union. You can manifest whatever's for your highest good, but it's about your confidence level. Yeah, that's definitely makes sense. Thank you. Ooh, that's such a beautiful card. Yes, and peacock, you need to look up the meaning for peacock spiritual animal. And there's blue butterflies right here. Blue butterflies are all about being in the present moment and your joy and not getting too far ahead of your angels. And flowing with it, because when you know also, not everybody who goes into the cocoon, we crawl with people when they're caterpillars, but sometimes when we come out of the cocoon, You can either be a moth or a butterfly. One's nocturnal, one's diurnal, which means one flies at night, one flies in the day. Okay? And so you may be trying to also pick out for stuff that no longer serves your highest good or is no longer a vibrational match for you. So have confidence in yourself, be in this present moment and make memories. Okay, it's not all about just finding a person. We're so programmed. And that's the one thing I really don't like. I wouldn't have had so many issues with toxic love. And I'm not blaming anyone, but I'm saying this is one of the problems is for all the Disney movie, princess movies out there, all this idea, the story times that some love-struck person decided to put out there and teach us. So as young girls, we were already learning how to play house and play Barbies. And every time we played house, you would hear these conversations because they're picking them up from their parents, integrating it. So think about where we're coming from. What is the number one thing a princess wants? True love. And she wants her knight in shining armor to come save her. So then we put all our faith and love into these toxic jerks that are not our knight in shining armors, and we've convinced ourselves that we now no longer have any other choices. That's it. Call it a day. Good night, folks. I need to focus on myself, more factual information. So I'm telling you this from experience too, and the angels are definitely jumping in here and saying that you are numero uno. And once you start just putting that love into yourself, love will show up in your life. True love. You won't even have to question it because it'll feel familiar. I know when my guy came into my life, that's my companion. He'll forever be my guy, even though we're not together, because he's my guy. I made room in my heart for him, and there's certain people that will be your person in your life, but if they're not, don't make room in your heart space for those who truly deserve your love, not the toxic love. We're not making space for those people. And definitely take action. If you know something's not in your highest good, stop consuming things that are not in your highest good, because it's hard. That's where the addiction part comes in, and you have to take steps to start breaking down the addiction. But you need to take action, because ultimately if you don't stop this process, it's going to get worse and it's going to get out of control, and then you're going to really find yourself in a pickle. So and your angels are saying right now you're not ready. You don't feel ready, and you're pushing yourself also from pressure from the outside world, or pressure from ideals from other people. So thank you so much. This makes a lot of sense for me. So yeah, do it when you're ready. And see, there's going to be prosperity, and there's the angel, the rainbow right behind her head right here. There's gold in her hands. And I'm hearing patience. So don't take that red flag person just out of, sometimes we get our lesson, and we get stuck with the lesson instead of a blessing because we were impatient and we took the first thing that came. And then we got stuck with the lesson. And then it took us forever to figure out how to release that lesson. And then you're afraid to learn any more lessons because of how bad that lesson was. But know that lessons come before your blessings. So if you're learning your lessons and you're clearing that out, give it time. It'll catch back up and amazing things will happen. So I'm going to leave you guys with this last message. This was fell out of patience and rejuvenation. Take time to rest and recharge your batteries. Know that sometimes it's not always about doing stuff. It's about getting a plan together, getting a mode of, but you got to have energy to do this. You have all these things that you want to do, but yet you're running yourself at both ends. You can't drink 5 energy drinks all day long, because eventually, personally working at a GI doctor, I'm going to tell you, if you keep relying on energy drinks and coffee solely as your source of energy, you're going to blow out your kidneys and your stomach. And you're going to be a 60-year-old with fun health conditions, let me tell you, all the way from GERD to all kinds of fun stomach acid issues. Okay, because I blew my mind when I first met my first 22-year-old patient who had the stomach of a 60-year-old alcoholic, because they drank that much energy drinks. We didn't used to have energy drinks, by the way, guys. Remember, they didn't come into about 2004. 2006 is when you really started being able to go get them and the things. So think about these are one of the toxic habits America as a society has picked up in the past even 10 years. It's crazy. So definitely have patience and know there's a light of hope at the end of the tunnel. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. So relax. Don't push yourself. You know when there's a time to push and there's a time to relax, okay? And just because you're sitting there thinking all day about a problem is not going to solve it. It's just going to make it worse. And you can make your problems worse by putting negative energy out there. That worry energy is the worst energy you could put out there. So maybe people want to say, oh, I'm just going to sit here and pretend everything is okay. That's not reality. Well, maybe not your reality, but in the world of manifestation and spiritual reality, that's a much better thing to do for you to go sit and watch a movie and laugh and forget about your rent for a day and how you're going to make the money. Because once you're relaxed, all of a sudden this thought's going to come to you and you're going to be like, holy cow, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm going to make pot holders and I'm going to put a Day of the Dead logo on it and I'm going to sell it on Etsy. And all of a sudden you got your rent money. But you wouldn't have came to that conclusion if you didn't release and let your angels pop that in, because you've got to make space. They come in, they talk to us psychically. Okay, it's by sharing their thoughts with us. So we get these impressions of the psychic energy. That's where you wake up feeling like a genius some days. So sometimes when we actually come up with ideas, I wonder if it's really us coming up with it, or if it's like a genius like Einstein or something popping into us and sharing that energy. I would love to hear your thoughts on that, because spirit, like, okay, say there's this artist that died before its time and they're in spirit. They can come in and use you as a muse and like inhabit you to live out their purpose. You've seen 5-year-olds that are born with spirit obviously in them, and they're a little Buddhist monk, and you're like, I know that you're like the monk from 1700 legend. You're not just a little kid. So I believe totally, and I've experienced this too, when I get them at the very beginning of my spiritual awakening, and I still do it, but it pops in and out. I get inhabited by these spirit guides and I want to learn. And I want to learn things that aren't like learning how to crochet. I want to learn like theories and stuff that you're like, whoa, why do I want to learn all this? And that's how I got on my spiritual awakening to become a healer and a manifestation coach and everything, because spirit gets me on these wild things where I just got this creative energy and I'll just sit here, and that's where all my podcasts came from and all these ideas that I get that I actually sit and implement. It's amazing. So that's what I'm actually about to do, is get myself on here and start getting more content for you guys to watch on my YouTube channel, Jess Intuitive Angel Vibes. Go to my link in my bio. You can schedule an intuitive coaching session. I'm doing 3 mentoring sessions for $100, or I'm doing my regular sessions for $44 an hour. But definitely, if you need clarity, I'm a mixed bag. I can either do, traditional reading, or I can do one frame to you. But it's not a number of questions. It's about how much can we fit into an hour. So, but you're definitely going to leave with some insight and some confirmation, clarification. And I actually send pictures and worksheets to help too. So go join my Patreon if you guys have enjoyed this and you need some spiritual help. You can start for $7.77 a month. That's $7.77 a month, just to start out to get some positive, spirituality going on in your life. And there's different tiers that you can, I made them affordable for you guys. And I don't sell my normal coaching sessions that cheap, but I actually did it for my Patreon, because if you're going to help support me, I'm going to hook you up with like the best healing deal ever. And you get to be a part of a holistic healing group. So it's all about, if you're on this journey of healing, you can't do it alone, guys. You maybe not want to do it with everyone, but you can't do it alone. It's not going to work. You got to team up. And if you don't trust people, we'll start teaming up with your spirit guides first and start healing that, so you can start and vibrating higher, and you're going to start bringing in a different crowd of people. But you got to choose differently and change your patterns. So thank you guys so much for coming here. And hello, Rowena. How are you today? I'm about to roll out my Meva Dorama. Thank you so much for coming here. I apologize if I didn't get to your question, but I do come on here every morning starting about 9 a.m. Mountain Time, which is in Colorado. But like I said, if you would check it out, I'm leaving this with 11.1 likes, so 111 signing off. With 6 people in here, that's a number, angel number of relationships. So, and it just went up to 7, so that's a number of faith, love, and light. Beautiful souls. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you guys all joined. I had a great time. If you want to catch the replay, go onto my YouTube channel. The replays of my lives will be there. Have a wonderful day, and put forth your love and light, and really feed yourself full of good. Choose to choose better today, and watch your miracles start flooding in. Have a great day, beautiful souls.